Hey Sass Squad, welcome back to the channel. So it is the season of Spice, and wouldn't it be the season of Spice if I didn't get a chance to run some of the spicier picks in the Open Great League. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my best attempt at trying to make a Best Buddy Hundo level 51 Dustox work in the Open Great League. This is definitely one of the harder Pokemon to try to make work. It feels as if no matter what I build around it, I'm actually hurting the team by putting this on it. Bug Poison isn't necessarily the best coverage. And a lot of it is also the actual moves, Bug Buzz and Sludge Bomb. But yeah, I'm going to show you my best set from today. So let's just jump into the battles. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in this very first battle, we are actually going to be leading Shadow Machamp on this team. And we get ourselves a Swampert lead. This is a pretty decent start. I mean, I'm going to ask, this is not going to be easy, but this is a better matchup for Machamp. Our counters are going to be racking up here. We're going to shield one Hydro Cannon. I think they end up switching here into Drapion. So I'm going to try to get off one Cross Chop. I don't think they shield if I remember correctly. And then we're going to bring in Dustox here, because Dustox actually has a somewhat decent matchup against Drapion. It's honestly not amazing, but you can just barely win if you match energy for the most part. But we do have a lot of advantage having higher HP pull. We can tank these crunches easily. And unfortunately we got the defensive drop, but it's the second one at least, so it's not as big of a deal. We farm down the Drapion, we're going to Sludge Bomb, they're going to bring in Talonflame here. So Talonflame may seem extremely threatening right now to our line because it is a flyer, but because it's because it's Incinerate, we can actually somewhat do something with Machamp against it still because of its HP being so low. So we're not going to shield, knowing that it's probably going to be a Brave Bird, but we can tank it. And we switch in Machamp. We know they're going to switch out Talonflame. We farm down the Swampert, and they're just going to top left. So GG there. This next battle is actually kind of embarrassing. Even though it's embarrassing for me to share this next battle, I wanted to share it because without making too many excuses, I should have been able to pull off this win. It seems a little wonky, but I do one of the biggest no-nos in GBL history here. And you know, a lot of it is, this battle, I will admit, I completely forgot what the lead was whenever we got to a point in the match, and that's pretty much why I made the decision I did, but I don't know, I'm gonna just say it has to do with the fact that I was drinking a bit and I was on my stream, but yeah, understand, I literally went 0-5 one set, and it's like, it's not just because I made misplays, like, Dustox is super hard to play in this format. Even this battle is one of the weirdest battles that I've done on the stream yesterday. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a little context because this definitely does not make me look good. So they end up, we win the lead with Umbreon, and obviously that's great, but they bring in Deoxys Defense, and I stay in to do a Rock Slide, which honestly maybe I shouldn't have tried to do. But even here, like, I should have considered switching in Lickitung against this Deoxys Defense, but I bring in Dustox, which isn't terrible because we are rather bulky and we can take a Thunderbolt, we can take one Psycho Boost. Honestly, it would have been really insane to shield one Psycho Boost here, but this is where the biggest mistake happens. I don't try to win switch here. Like, I should have definitely shielded in just one switch. And you'll see, because of this, it ends up screwing my entire battle because they end up having Trevenant in the back too. And yeah, I genuinely forgot that they had Umbreon. And that's not like a great matchup for Lickitung. So yeah, this whole battle, if I would have just won the switch, I would have been able to line up whatever I needed to. Lickitung against Trevenant, Machamp against Umbreon. So yeah, because of that, I end up losing this battle. But understand, I wanted to show this set still because this is actually the best set I did on stream. There's some insane battles here, but yeah, I felt really silly for not trying to win switch here because this would have definitely been my game. But yeah, even with like the weird switching, it's not necessarily bad to switch in Dustox in on Deoxys Defense. It's just not the most, like, when you look at my options, it's like, oh yeah, Lickitung would have been better probably. But knowing that they had Trevenant in the bag, I think Lickitung makes a better way to beat Trevenant than Dustox. I think Dustox actually will lose to Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball damage. But yeah, this is just going to be a loss at this point. So yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. I hope you don't hate me. I hope you don't think less of me for sharing this battle. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it happens, you know. I wasn't like 100% focused, but we still almost managed to pull it off. Just one big no-no I should not have done. So in this next battle, we do get a Talonflame lead, and yeah, this actually isn't terrible for Machamp. Believe it or not, if I remember correctly, we can just go straight cross chops on this matchup even, and the damage will rack up enough. But I end up switching out here to Lickitung, and I know that they were throwing another Flame Charge, so I'm just going to tank it. And they end up having Bastiodon, so probably a great idea that we didn't just use Machamp in against the Talonflame. We're going to get some residual damage off Bastiodon here. I mean, Body Slams aren't going to do a lot, or whatever, like the Power Whips. But we're going to try to rack up Lick damage too. And they're obviously trying to just get as much energy on me as possible. They're going to farm me down. So yeah, we're just going to try to do a bunch of chip damage. And that's fine. They're only going to be able to use one move here on Machamp, so we're going to shield it and farm down. That works out pretty good for us, because then we're not going to have much of an energy lead here, but it's still alright. And they end up bringing in Venusaur. So we're going to go for a Rock Slide, and we're going to switch into Dustox here. And they're going to bring in the Talonflame. We're not going to be able to... Actually, I don't remember what happens here. I think I die. I think they actually throw Flame Charge, and I live barely, but I'm still going to lose to the Talonflame. I don't think they want to throw a Brave Bird, because they don't want to just die. But yeah, we end up living. Oh wait, yeah, we live and I farm it down. Oh my gosh, I think I actually Sludge Bomb the Venusaur. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what happens. Dude, Dustox actually got some insane wins. But yeah, it was super difficult to make this Pokemon work. Definitely don't recommend using it in Open Great League. I'd say there's definitely going to be some niche play in the Sylph meta. But yeah, I haven't really been doing... I'm going to try to get back in the Sylph this next season. So we end up getting a Welrun lead. They switch into Sableye, so we're going to bring in our Lickitung here on Sableye. Our best matchup, in my opinion. So we're going to just try to get off these Power Whips. They're going to shield. That's fine. We're going to let the damage go through. I'm not really too concerned, I suppose. I had a feeling it would be another foul play. We'd go for the Power Whip. I think we will commit one shield, though, because we want to make sure we can either win this or get the shield. And I think they do end up committing another shield here on Sableye. Yeah, they double shield, and we're just going to let our Lickitung go here. So yeah, we're going to not shield, let it go. I'm trying to remember what I bring in. Do I bring him a Machamp and try to farm down? Yeah, I bring him a Machamp, I try to farm down the Sableye. We are successful, and they have a Trevenant here. So we're going to throw a Rock Slide, and then I think I switch to Dustox to try to like scare it out. And that's pretty much what happens. In comes the Welrun. The thing that's kind of interesting about this situation is we can actually take an Earthquake, get some damage off. But the idea for us is to just try to have a situation where we can gain energy on Machamp and then Rock Slide the Trevenant again. But yeah, they end up just throwing Icicle Spheres, which is quite okay. I will throw the Bug Buzz. I think this is kind of the risk situation where I'm like, this is definitely Earthquake. So I decide I'm going to shield here instead of just letting it go. And they are going to throw Icicle Sphere. I will live the Icicle Sphere. I'm going to barely be able to live and farm down and get a Sludge Bomb off here on Trevenant. Well, I won't be able to farm down there. They'll switch out. I'll get the Sludge Bomb off. Then we farm down the rest of the Welrun. Great game. So yeah, we actually beat the Welrun Trevenant core with a Dustox. Pretty insane. But yeah, in this battle, they end up switching into their Azu, and we're going to line up Dustox with Azumarill. Just kind of give you an idea of like what this matchup looks like, because it's not as clean cut as most poison types against Azu. So we are going to throw a Sludge Bomb, and look how much damage this does. Like, it's not really a lot, like, honestly. But I mean, it's still going to be a matchup where we're so bulky that we will come out on top. I'm going to get a little bit of energy here, then throw another Sludge Bomb. I don't think they shield. I think they just decide... Oh, no, they do shield. I think it's okay. I think I end up just letting Dustox go here. The issue was I didn't shield much here. I probably should have just double shielded to win the switch and have, like, HP and energy. But this honestly isn't horrible. I mean, again... We saw in that battle earlier, because I think in scenarios where you win the lead, if you give up switch, you're just going to lose the battle probably. But in battles where it's not like as clearly defined, it's okay to lose Switch, you know, because it is going to be a gamble at the end of the day. We end up facing a Power-Up Punch Medicham, but we know that the Lickitung is there, and they're not going to want to like rack up lick damage. It's our best bet to bring in Lickitung in on the Medicham like that before it starts racking up Power-Up Punch buffs. And they're going to bring in their own Lickitung, and this is pretty much like the best case scenario I could have asked for. We have shield advantage. We will be able to get our Machamp in here to get some counter damage off, and then contest the Machamp again. But I kind of make some weird calls as well here. Like, I more than likely should have saved a Body Slam on Lickitung for the Medicham, but I didn't do that, and now it's a little scary. So I'm gonna throw the Cross Chop for the bait, but I think what I'll do is actually go for Rock Slide here, because I'm pretty confident that it's going to do a little bit more damage here on Medicham. So we're going to throw the Rock Slide. It will live this, but gets it a little bit lower. And we can farm it, and then this will be game. GG. Yeah, pretty insane battles, honestly, overall. I think that's the last one of the set. But yeah, I went 4-1. Definitely had some really interesting battles. I might post some of the other ones that are one-off on my second channel as shorts. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. It really helps my content reach a wider audience here on YouTube. Definitely consider catching me out on Twitch as well. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the Sass Squad's getting stronger each and every day. You have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one.